Welcome to the lesson on rounding whole numbers. Rounding numbers is a useful shortcut when you don't need an exact number. In this lesson, you'll learn how to round whole numbers to different place values. Rounding is used when you don't need an exact number. For example, a news reporter might say about $12 million instead of saying $12,116,728. In this lesson, you'll learn how to round numbers to any place value.
Mr. W, just the man I want to see.
How are you, Curtis? Do you have a question for me?
Yeah, I'm doing some research on state populations for my social studies class, and the instructor wants us to round the population numbers. I'm doing great in this class, so I don't want to mess up my A by getting my rounding wrong.
I see, Curtis. I'll show you how to round numbers to any place value. When you're rounding, you first need to know the place value you're rounding to.
Place value? You mean ones place, tens place, hundreds place? Like that?
That's right, Curtis. Let's take a look at a simple number like 431. Say you want to round to the nearest hundred.
Okay, so the digit in the hundreds place is 4. Like 400 is made up of 4 hundreds.
Yes, and that digit, 4 in this case, is called the rounding digit. It's the number you round up or down.
How do you know to round up or down?
Just to the right of the rounding digit is the test digit. If the test digit is 5 or more, then you add 1 to the rounding digit. That's rounding up. But if the test digit is 4 or less, you don't need to do anything to the rounding digit. That's rounding down.
What about the other digits? I know I'm supposed to see some zeros after you round.
After you round the rounding digit up or down, you'll make all the digits to the right 0.
I get it. The rounding digit is 4, and the test digit is 3. The test digit is less than 5, so that's rounding down. I leave the rounding digit alone and make all the digits to the right 0. So 431 rounded to the hundreds is 400.
You got it.
All right, Mr. Williams, this is coming in pretty clear. But we only tried rounding down. What about rounding up?
Let's talk about your project. You mentioned rounding state populations. Maybe we can find an example of rounding up.
Yeah, those numbers can be pretty big, like California's population. It's 37,254,503. It's the biggest in the country. We're supposed to round to the nearest 100,000.
This is a good example of rounding up. You see, if the test digit is 5 or more, you round up by adding 1 to the rounding digit and then making all the digits to the right 0.
I get it. The test digit is 5 and the rounding digit is 2.
Do you think you can round California's population to the nearest 100,000?